Welcome, everyone, back to Everlasting Summer, part 54, I'm gonna say? I feel like that's right. I forgot to do I didn't forget. I didn't do an episode Wednesday because, I sort of forgot. I meant to record it Tuesday night. Actually, I think I'm recording, this is Wednesday night, right? Well, it's Thursday morning. Yeah. I was just going through some stuff lately. I'm not going to go into detail about it, so I just didn't record last night. And didn't have time to do it in the daytime, so yeah. But we're going to be starting Lena's bad ending now. Because I've been told that that's the only, good bad ending, if that makes sense. So I'm just trying to stall right now while I open up the guide. I need the guide open, and I need a piece of paper. It's Lena's bad, really, right? Yeah, I'm positive. Alright. So yeah, we're just gonna start, and I'll see you there. So, it looks like I have to retry this. I got 6 points with Lisa. I swear to God, I got 6 points with Elisa. And I got Semyon's ending. What the hell? I have marked these down every single time I got 1 point. I marked it down. I have 6 points with Lena. Do I have to have like set higher than 7, but lower than 9? Not actually higher. Well, I mean like have 7, 8, or 9 points with her, not 6, 7, or 8 points. Because that's what I thought. All the page says is greater than 6, but less than 9. So fuck, what is it, 7 and 8 then? I don't know, but apparently I did it wrong. So, well, that was 12 minutes wasted. But 5 seconds for you. Let's do this again. Damn it. Nope. This time I had 7 points with Lena. What the fuck? What the hell? How? I will give this one more try, and if it doesn't work, then I guess I'll just try and start Yulia's route. I hope I'm pronouncing that name right. Round 3. Third time's the charm, right? Okay, so I couldn't do Lena's bad ending. I don't get it. I seriously don't get it. I was just like, normally to start Semyon's route, you have to go to the dance, right? I'm just gonna turn my headphones down so I can talk, and not be distracted by the sound, by the music. But so you go to the dance, and then you go to the bus stop, and then you get the message, right? So I was just like, okay. The first 2 times I just went to the dance. So the third time now, I was like, let's not go to the dance so we don't even have a chance to go to the bus stop. So I went with the Elisa part where you go to play guitar with her instead of going to the dance. And somehow I still got Semyon's fucking route. I don't understand it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this episode here. I know it's going to be short. It's going to be like 2 or 3 minutes short. Well, actually, now that I think about it, because for me it's been 35 minutes. It has been 35 minutes that I've been recording and trying to get this to work, and I haven't been able to. But I was gonna say, if it was like 5 minutes or something like that, I was gonna say, oh yeah, I'll just upload it on Thursday or something, today technically, and then Friday I'll upload to start to Yulia's route. But now that I realize it's only gonna be like 2 minutes, you know what, why don't we start Yulia's route? If we can, that's the thing, is if we can. So, I guess I'll try that. So I'll see you at the first decision then. Which is right here. Also, sorry for all the people who may have wanted to see Lena's bad ending from me, personally, because I just can't do it. I don't understand why I can't do it, but I just can't do it. It makes no sense to me. I'm like stuck with Semyon's route or something, so the first choice is yes, I'll come with you. Okay, this is the next choice, which is to leave the keys. All of this I've seen so many times tonight. This is my 4th time through the starting bits. Ah. Alright, next choice is, you know, Olga asked me to help her tonight. I'm not even gonna bother to cut that one out because the next choice is, who cares, I better keep looking for answers. And I'm not cutting any of this out, Jesus Christ! I think I'd rather assist the guys with their giant robot engineering. Boop. Okay, next choice is eat the apple. I bet you we're still gonna get Semyon's ending after this, all of this, so. See you, wait. Yeah, we've already read this. I thought so. See you at the next and final choice. Alright, final choice is go alone. And apparently we'll get another choice at some point, keep going or go back. I highly doubt that though, but we'll see. Oh, I'm not cutting that out. We stopped here. So, around the next turn, the flashlight beam illuminated a big shadow. I was trembling with fear and couldn't move even one step further. I was woken from my stupor only by the thought that it could be Shirk. Shirk! No answer. Whoa. Hi. Around the corner, the shadow disappeared. I saw a blurry human shape. Someone was sitting on a stone, rather provocatively. Or maybe something. I stopped dead. What are you doing here? I heard a lovely voice. You know what, I'm gonna save because I know there's a choice coming up. We actually got a fucking route though. Like, come on. Ugh. Like, it's the route that I was trying to get, right? Also, I realized something while I was playing this. This is another voice I have to do. Catching mice. That's gonna be her voice, yeah. I opened my mouth, but couldn't say anything. She has little kitty ears. Did you see any here? Oh god, that voice is not easy to do. No, but I'm sure there are plenty of them. I shined the flashlight at her face and blinded her. Either something was wrong with her head or with her biological species. Because of her ears and tail, she doesn't really look like a human. But she has kitty ears. And a kitty tail. And how many have you caught? Not a single one, she answered seriously. She didn't look hostile. Subconsciously, I felt that I shouldn't be afraid of her, but at the same time I had absolutely no idea what to ask her, how to ask her, who she is, or what she's doing. I don't think my cat likes my high-pitched voice, do you, Spirit? I seem to have woken her up. There. She's trying to lay down and something in her way. But on the other hand, normally if you suddenly met someone in a deserted mine, you'd have a heart attack from shock. And the girl in front of me was definitely not a pioneer from the camp. No. And you? Who are you? You're probably looking for him. For who? That boy. Oh god, what happened to her voice? That boy. Well, yes, I answered after a small pause. But still. The girl interrupted me. He's been walking around here for a long time. I tried talking to him, but he didn't hear me. And where is he now? I don't know. Maybe he's still wandering somewhere. It seems she wasn't interested in this conversation at all. And you? How did you get here? The same way you did, from the surface. Without a flashlight? Why not? She gave me a perplexed look. She's a fucking cat, Semyon. She doesn't need a flashlight. Sorry. I'm a little tired, so shit's a bit more funnier to me right now. I completely lost all comprehension. The flashlight flickered. Terrified, I started banging it with my fist. Oh, not wanting to be, like, in the dark with her. When the light lit back up, the girl wasn't there. I don't know who or what she is, but it seemed like she could help me find the answers. It's the strangest thing, but I wasn't scared of her. I just felt that this girl wouldn't do me any harm. But now I must find Shurik. I have a feeling that this is not the last time I will meet this girl. I do not know why, but I'm sure of it. Oh, so I don't get that choice? I guess not. See you later? In a bit? Yeah. Aha, here we are. And then that girl from the... This is like after... Let's go back a little bit. You're talking... what were we doing? We were talking to Olga? Why it took so long? Yeah. Alright. And then that girl from the mine appeared just before my eyes. I saw her so clear that it was as if she was really in front of my bed. Nah, I'm just seeing things. But still, why didn't I get scared back then? I just went and spoke to her normally, just like that. All the answers are here. That cat-eared girl knows something for sure. Maybe I was too exhausted because of the old camp, mine, and labyrinth, and my nerves were stretched to breaking. I should have asked her about something. But I still have time. Is it day 5 now? Or is it just day black screen? Oh, whoa, what? We were on day 4 a second ago. I swear we were on day 4. It's interesting how seemingly simple events can affect a person. For example, there are such widespread occurrences of OCD. Yeah, I know. I like how they spell that out for people though. Among children, where when you walk on the road, you have to step on the tiles precisely, avoiding the cracks. It seems like nothing special, but if one doesn't get rid of it in time, just forgetting or forcing oneself to step over the tiles, it can become a really big problem in the future. I still walk like that sometimes. I think. I can't remember. I don't pay attention when I'm walking. For instance, one will only stare down and will get hit by a car. I never had anything like OCD, but minor events in my real life often led to major troubles. Really, what's wrong with meeting a strange girl with cat's ears in a pioneer camp on the edge of time and space, or possibly even between the worlds? Doesn't seem like a big deal. Although perhaps I just got used to thinking that nothing really existed for me before this week. There was only this camp and this life. That's why something like a cat girl was just par for the course in this Wonderland. She's just another character in this play, neither better nor worse than any other. But somewhere deep in my soul, I knew that wasn't so. All the camp inhabitants seemed normal, sometimes even too normal, with absolutely nothing remarkable about them. Jeez. You could even say that my life here was simply boring. And now? And now what? My head was about to burst with thoughts, so I opened my eyes and jumped out of bed. Camp leader's cabin was the same as usual. Outside the window, a bird monotonously cheeped. Yeah, I said that right. Trying to burst the capillaries in my eyes with her singing. Hey, male birds in the morning sing too. Actually, they are the ones who sing in the morning. The clock showed... Oh, well, it's 11 a.m. Then, yeah, no. The clock showed 11 a.m. Why didn't Olga wake me up? Though, who cares? I slept enough, at least. However, I didn't feel like I'd fully recovered. The whole world was seemingly laughing at me. The bright sun outside, the lightly blowing breeze, gently whispering to the crowns of the trees, and this nasty bird had brought some fellows with her, obviously trying to ruin my mental stability. The water from the oceans... Wait, what? We haven't seen that? Was ice cold as usual. We've seen that. What are you talking about, game? While washing my face, I realized that I forgot my toothbrush, tooth powder, and towel in the cabin. Yes, strangely, I didn't forget my head. I couldn't imagine a worse start to the day. At that moment, I thought it was the worst day of all that I've spent in this camp. Although there weren't a lot of choices, little more than 100 hours, not enough time to get the full image of a new home. This world struck my mind painfully. Do I have to stay here forever? According to Semyon, if you want to try to do any other fucking road except Yulia's, then yeah. But why? How? What for? I helplessly sat on the grass and buried my face in my hands. Suddenly I remembered that girl. Wonder how many more fantastic characters I will meet here. Wonderful day, isn't it? I couldn't even be bothered to raise my head. Yeah, couldn't be any better. I answered, keeping the same pose. Why so sarcastic? Please don't be Semyon. Sarcastic? I was surprised and looked up, but there was nobody nearby. Is it my imagination? From now on, if they don't give me a name, their voice is my voice, okay? That's just how it's gonna be. No, I heard that for sure from now on. There's not much more after this, though. Maybe I'm losing my mind. That underground mine, Shurik, voices, the cat girl, more voices. Is there anything here I can be sure about? Ow. I punched the washstand painfully hard. I punched the washstand painfully hard and immediately jumped up, holding my hand and cursing. Damn it. Hey, look who it is. Suddenly, somebody walked out of the bushes in front of me. Or something. Hi. It was the girl from yesterday. Hi. I didn't know what to say. I didn't know what to expect from her. She's probably a hell beast and came here to end my life. That is, of course, only if it hasn't ended already. The cat girl stared at me. Whoa! Jesus Christ, your hair is alive. It hurts? She looked at my hand. Yes. I don't think this is the right image to be showing. I answered timidly. Then why? Why what? Why did you punch it? Because I was angry. I was completely unsure how I should talk to her. Perhaps one wrong word, phrase, or gesture could be fatal for me. Angry at who? But the girl wasn't showing any signs of aggression. It seemed that she was just wondering what is happening. At myself. I see. Can I go back a second? Her ears did move. She smiled faintly. Listen, I don't know how I should put it, but I must ask. I kept silent for a moment, gathering myself. Who are you? The girl looked at me blankly. I'm me, of course, she said confidently. Bitch, that's not what I meant. No doubt about that, but how should I say it? You just don't meet a human with cat ears and a tail every day, you know? The cat girl carefully examined the aforementioned parts of her body and asked, why? I was totally confused. If in the first few minutes I thought it was necessary to be afraid, to be very careful, now she seems more like a good spirit being than a hostile monster. Because in my world, I was absolutely convinced that I shouldn't hide anything from her. In my world, this only happens in fairy tales. What's a fairy tale? Well, it's a story which cannot happen in reality. So I don't really exist? The girl laughed. I'm not even sure that I exist. But I can touch you, so you exist. Just think about the fact that she will touch me. I felt uncomfortable. In which way? Well, let's say I exist, yes. I stepped back. Goody goody. The girl smiled and waved her tail. There was an awkward silence. Semyon, can't you just accept that there's something cute is standing in front of you? Like, come on. All the time I'd spent in this camp, I lived as if in a dream. Sometimes when you sleep, you realize that everything that happens in your brain is just a figment of your imagination, and you need to just wish. I'd thought so for the last 5 days. This thought constantly existed somewhere deep in my soul. However, it seemed that everything is happening in reality. At least, I couldn't just wake up. I just want to understand. What? Whoa, God, that was a weird sound in my voice. The girl was still smiling. How I got here, and how to get out of here. Suddenly I heard voices by the roadside, so I turned around. Slavia and Xenia were slowly approaching the washstands. And you... But the girl had disappeared. Did you see it? Did you see it? Why do you sound so excited, Semyon? Calm down. Like I just needed someone to confirm the existence of this creature. Then I can convince myself that I'm not going crazy. You can touch her. You can, like, poke her arm. That can tell you if she's real or not. What an irony, to go mad while in the land of Oz. Though just arriving here is already a ticket to the loony bin. And even if I wake up right now, I still won't be sure that it was all a dream. See what? The girls looked at me blankly. Anyone beside me? Anyone beside me, and not anyone besides me. Anyone beside me. I could hardly speak. So, an illusion, huh? So I'm actually... You should get your head examined. Seriously. I can't remember Xena's voice. Xena snorted and passed by. Slavka smiled apologetically and hurried after her. So, it's all that simple? I wanted just one thing now. For someone in this nightmare to believe that I'm still sane. This whole camp and its pioneers did not seem as real as yesterday. In the end, less than a week ago, I lived the completely normal life of an ordinary man of his time. And now... Maybe everything that happened made me think that all is going the way it should. That is normal. That it's normal just to exist here. And now, the last leftovers of my common sense desperately clung to this cat-like girl with the ears, trying to prove to the locals that I'm not crazy. I said locals, that I'm not crazy. See, you don't exist, you. It's me in your tale, not you in mine. What? Are you talking to yourself now, Semyon? My head was about to explode. If not for the signal for dinner, perhaps I would have run to the library, searching for medical books with lobotomy instructions. Jesus Christ, calm down, Semyon. The canteen was crowded as usual. Some things never change. For the first time, I looked at all the local pioneers from a slightly different angle. Indeed, why is everything so... correct? As if someone created this pioneer camp by carefully compiling material from the internet, without bothering to visit such a place himself. Nudge, nudge. Developer. Nudge, nudge. It was just like an old Soviet movie. The strict camp leader. The exemplary pioneers. Even Ulyana. And even Alisa. All within the normal range. So where does that strange girl come from? She seemed more like a smear of paint that just happened to be on the picture due to the shaky hands of a sloppy restorer. Electronics suddenly sat beside me. Hey there. He smirked. Hey, what are you thinking about? There's absolutely nothing wrong with speaking openly to anyone. Not anymore. Did you happen to see anyone strange here? Strange? Well, not quite human. I don't really understand. Electronic laughed. A girl with cat's ears and a tail, I said shortly. A girl with ears and a tail. He began to think. How do you know about her? Well, let's assume I saw her. This conversation was starting to get interesting. Well, I mean, they were making a robot that had cat ears and presumably a tail, but I didn't see that part. Let's assume. Or you actually did. Is it really so important? Electronics stared at me seriously. There's a legend here about a cat girl. She steals food, small bits and pieces of stuff, and avoids people. Really? A legend? So what does this girl look like? Never saw her myself. They say that she has a tail and ears, as you described. What else? Well, this legend is old, and I don't know much about it. Who do you think knows more? Ask Olga. She's been in this camp many times, even before she became a camp leader. Alright, thanks. I stood up and went to find the camp leader. I've been recording for an hour. Oh my god. I bet she decided to take a nap after lunch. Perhaps Olga was the only element that was somewhat out of place in the picture of an ideal camp. She certainly was not a role model camp leader. I opened the door and confidently entered the cabin. And indeed, she was lying on the bed and reading a book, as expected. You said napping. This isn't napping, this is just resting. Semyon, slacking again? Actually, yes, but anyway. I wanted to ask you something. She stared at me and I hesitated a little. Maybe I shouldn't be so straightforward about everything. It was like my internal firewall had triggered, and I just could not tell the camp leader that I'd seen the cat girl today. Maybe I got quite used to hinting at something, avoiding straight questions, lying and keeping words back. In just 4 days. Although, I guess I'd been doing that my whole life. Olga, I was at the dinner. Spoke with Electronic. And he told me a legend about a cat girl that supposedly lives here. He also said that you would know more. Why do you need to know that? The camp leader gave me a piercing look and stood up. Just curious. I liked stuff like this. I tried to smile, but it didn't seem to make things any better, no. We have a completely normal camp. Sure you do. Completely normal. Don't even want to imagine what you'd call unusual. I suppose something with zombies and maniacs. A nightmare on Sovionic Street. Yes, I understand, but Electronic said that you visited this place before. Yes. God, my voice. The camp leader was thinking about something. However, there is indeed a legend that somewhere in the surrounding woods, a strange cat girl lives, sometimes stealing food and small items from cabins. I can't do her voice for this long. She's afraid of people, and if someone accidentally sees her, she runs away. That is quite different from what I saw this morning. That girl was more like watching me, studying, trying to understand, but not afraid at all. And you? Have I seen her? Olga interrupted me. No, I haven't, but I was quite close to doing so several times. Bottles, milk, tooth powder, and plenty of other things disappeared from my cabin sometimes. Mysteriously disappeared without a trace, just like that apple, just suddenly appeared. I'd completely forgotten about the fact that all the pioneers here do not actually exist, and just listened attentively to the camp leader. I was curious where this stuff disappeared to before. But in the end, there was no evidence of her existence. She smiled, as if implying that this conversation is over. And if there was, why are you so interested in this? Who wouldn't be interested in stuff like this? Though I still had many things to rack my brains for. My brains, multiples. I don't know. We're gonna leave this here. I have absolutely no clue how long this has been, but it has been an hour and 3 minutes that I've been recording because of the stupid crap that's happening with Lena's route. Half an hour of my recording was just trying to get Lena's route, which you aren't going to see, so thank you all for watching. I can't wait to continue this. I've been looking forward to this route ever since I figured out that there was a cat girl in the game and that you could have a route with her, right? So thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'm sorry about Wednesday. Please forgive me, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.